This year I ain't playing, I'm on a mission. I don't see no competition. Waited my turn and I played my position. Sat in the room, I ain't talk, I just listen.
What's going on, everybody? Dave here, JDH Reptiles. This is another egg cutting. This one is clutch 8. The pairing on this, another Het Sunset clutch. So it's going to be female making Coral Glow Lesser Sunset to a Barnhart line black pastel butter yellow belly. Looks like we had put 7 eggs in the incubator. We currently have 6. So one of them went bad at one time. But now we are going to cut these eggs and we're going to see what we get, or see if we can tell what we get. After this, our next egg cutting probably won't be for another probably 10 days roughly, something like that. But yeah, hopefully in the meantime we'll get an egg pulling and another ovulation. So let's go ahead and jump right into this and see what we got here. So first egg, looking for black pastel stuff. That's the key here for me. And it looks like the first one is yellow belly. Yep, I'd say it looks like a yellow belly Het Sunset. I don't really see black pastel in there, or lesser. So, all right, number 1. First one is a low-hanging fruit, but still going to be a great animal. It's Het Sunset, 100% Het Sunset, because it came from a visual. So that's a plus. We'll move on to the next one, number 2. This egg is small, but it is full of animal. So, let's see what we got here. Boy, it looks like another yellow belly. Yep, that's what it looks like to me. Either a normal or a yellow belly. Man. All right, well, first 2 odds aren't that great. Let's see if we could do better with the final 4. All right, moving on to number 3. Black pastel, Coral Glow black pastel would be nice. Let's see where we're at here. Looks like a bell. So I knew that was a possibility. So looks like we got a bell here. So that would be most likely like a super butter or a lesser butter, super lesser. I know supposedly now they say lesser and butter are different. This female came from my butter line stuff, and the male I've always called a lesser because that's how I purchased it. But regardless, if it's a bell, most likely it means it's going to have large eyes, because the super lesser, super butters do, lesser butters do. So we'll see. But of course, being that it's a bell, I can't tell what else is there. So we'll have to see if there's any way to, if it's a Coral Glow combo, a lot of times they'll have red pupils. So maybe we'll be able to tell that when it comes out. Otherwise, it's going to be a bell Het Sunset, potentially yellow belly, black pastel. So, all right, number 4. Here we go. This one looks like another bell. The other thing to know about the bells is if it's a Coral Glow combo, it should be a female, since this is a female maker. If it's a male, then it will most likely not have Coral Glow. So, 2 yellow bellies, 2 bells. Boy, that's odd. All right. Can we get black pastel stuff here? Or coral glow. Or coral glow black pastel. Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Most likely those bells will be available. I'll know more once they're out, but we'll see. Oh my gosh, another bell. Nope, take that back, sorry. There we go. Looks like, well, that's what I wanted right there. Looks like coral glow black pastel lesser and maybe yellow, but it might be everything except being a super lesser or super butter. So it looks like it's coral glow, which means it should be a female. The pattern tells me it might be black pastel, lesser, and probably yellow belly. So that would be one I would be looking to keep potentially. We'll see. But I won't complain about that. Very nice. Alright, let's see what the last one will give us. Number 6. Yeah, I thought for sure that was an Arabella. I was like, come on. And this one is, come on, another bell. All right, so 3 bells. I can guarantee there will be some bell het sunsets available. So if you're seeing this video and that would be something you'd be interested in, let me know. We'll discuss them further once they come out and they shed and I do the update video. But I have in the past offered, and I say offered, but it's never, no one's ever taken me up on the offer. But I would gladly shed test an animal at your cost before purchasing, if you were interested. So basically, if you picked one of these 3 bells, let's say, and you said, I want it to be shed tested for whatever, for black pastel or for coral glow or everything, yellow belly, whatever. If you pay for the shed test, I will consider that the deposit on the animal. When the shed comes back, if you purchase the animal, I'll take the shed test off. If the shed test comes back and it isn't in the what you wanted, like the favor you wanted, then you can decline the animal, but you don't get your shed test money back. So that's an idea. So if it's anything you're interested in, let me know. It might be worth the $60 before you purchase the animal and then shed test it anyways. Just depends how you want to look at it. But most likely I will not shed test these animals before I sell them. Means they would be less than what I'd sell them for if I knew genetically what they are. But unless you're just looking for a butter, lesser, het sunset, it might be worth it to you to take me up on the offer and pay for the shed testing for the animal. So, 6 eggs, looks like I said, 2 yellow bellies, 3 bells, and 1 black pastel, coral glow, lesser, yellow belly is my guess. Again, everything's going to be het for sunset. So when these come out of the egg, I'll get you an update video once they shed, and we'll go from there. I do have clutch 7 and clutch 6 still in the incubator. 6 should be coming out today or tomorrow. 7 will probably come out in the next couple days. These will obviously go back in the incubator for about 3 or 4 days probably, and then they'll leave the egg and they'll go in a shed box. So check the links down below to my Morph Market page. I do have multiple animals listed from this year. I've already got some of them. I put them on discount, but really it's just kind of giving you guys a little early peek at snacking them up at a good price. Otherwise, I'm going to a show next weekend or this weekend, and they'll be coming with me, so they might be sold by that time. But if you're interested in them, now's a good time to buy them before I go to the show and get them at a deal. So that's going to do it, guys. Appreciate your support. Like, share, subscribe. Any questions, leave them down below. And until next time, you guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.